When you're blessed to have two guys like that, it's easy to second guess and say, well, throw it to the GP. Well, so what are we going to do, take CeeDee out of the offense now?
So what do you want me to do, take CeeDee out of the offense now? Good question. Of course not. That's CeeDee Lamb. But when you watch a film session like this, it changes you. And I'm going to tell you something. After looking at what really happened in Denver, the matchups, I ain't going to lie, I was shocked. And I put it like this. What I'm going to say today, I have to have receipts. Because nobody would believe me. If I just went out there and tweeted it, or if I just went out there and did content on it, people would use it against me because it would sound like I was crazy. But that's the benefit of film. Film is the receipts. And we gonna go through it today very thoroughly. So, before we get started, we obviously need to do what's first. This stream is brought to you by Sleep Out. Go for a Hail Mary on your sleeper picks and win up to 100 times your money. Use promo code BCS and Sleeper will 100% match your first deposit up to $100. So let's get right into it, man. The first thing to watch, and the first thing that I did watch, is the matchup. The specific matchup of Pickens, CeeDee Lamb, and Surtain. And it's one thing you go see, which already says something that I'm getting ready to show, is that the Denver Broncos and Van Joseph literally showed more respect and more fear for George Pickens than they did CeeDee Lamb. And they did it to a point to where it was obvious. So let's get into it. If you look at the film, Pickens was doubled and Lamb was singled up every time. Well, not the doubled every time, but Surtain was matched up. And you'll see right here. What do you see right there? Who was the double on? Pickens or CeeDee Lamb? What was the schematic? Now, CeeDee made them pay for it, which they should. That was the adjustment. And I'm looking at literally every play when Surtain was out there. Every one. As I'm looking at it, you'll see pretty much a majority of the time Pickens was being doubled or treated like he was the threat. Again, who's being doubled? And you can go look at every snap yourself. You don't got to take my word for it. It's not every time they doubled him, but they showed way more respect for Pickens. Where they was putting Surtain on Pickens every time he was out there. And they was running man coverage. And they was isolating CeeDee Lamb. And I'm putting every time where you can see is man on man. Another thing they was doing is they was being very aggressive running press. Very aggressive. With Surtain. On Pickens. Yep. Here it is. Another Pickens man on man. And they not doubling CeeDee. Even though this was a running play, you could see based on how they was playing defense that it was man on man again. So but Surtain was matched on Pickens every time. Every time. Not sometime. Every time. So that's why I got to show these receipts, because you're not seeing CeeDee getting doubled. You seeing the doubles, and right there, Pickens won the route on Surtain. Even though the ball didn't go his way, he won the route again. This is another time they're doubling Pickens. Again. And I'm showing him by the receipts. It's undeniable. Safety cheating over, targeting Pickens. Yeah. And I'm talking about over and over and over again. As long as Surtain was out there, safety was cheating over, and they was trying to take out Pickens. So, and I'm just showing pretty much every play where you can see it for yourself. Highlighting it. It's he won that route. Yeah. So it's one of those things that you just can't deny. Just as I'm just kind of showing it. And he won on that route. But every time again, you were seeing Pickens, you were seeing Surtain. And they was running heavily pressed where the goal was to try to take him away. He running with him obviously in that motion, meaning he was assigned to him. Yes, indeed. So you know what they say, men lie, women lie, but film don't lie, man. Film don't lie. So let me ask you a question. And this is where we got to be unbiased. What does it say when Van Joseph, the defensive coordinator, said to himself, the guy we need to make sure we show more respect to is Pickens? Because I said during the watch part, I said, man, and it was just a little voice that hit my head. I said, man, the way Pickens playing, man, he need to probably get the most targets. He hot. Now, when you say something like that, it's some people, wait a minute. Hey, we can't disrespect CeeDee Lamb. No, it ain't no disrespect. You got 2 number ones. And the game plan through Van Joseph, another D coordinator, was telling you who they feared. Now, are we saying CeeDee not a dog? Absolutely not. But we just letting the film speak, and the film has spoke. The film has spoke. And the film has said that an actual defensive coordinator, when they was preparing for the game, put more attention on Pickens. So now we got to ask the hard questions. Are we going to be the type of fans that's going to say, hey, still force feed 88? When the film is showing that defensive coordinator knew both of them was coming and decided to focus on one? See, because New England, what they would do is they would put their best corner on the number 2, and then they would double the number 1. You didn't see that. You didn't see that. They was actually putting their best corner on what they considered was probably the number 1. And then they was adding the extra layer with occasional doubles. That's what the film said. That's what Van Joseph did. So now it made me dig a little bit more. So, because my gut was telling me this when I was watching it, but now I know it. We miss some opportunities. Let's kind of talk about it. So, if you look at the opportunities, what you'll just see is, Pickens doing a good job of beating zone when they showed zone. Sitting down in a hole, and he did that consistent. Showed intelligence right there. But that's not the opportunity miss. I'm going to show you. So this is one where Pickens is singled up in the boundary, and we missed this opportunity because you go see the safety cheat down, showing blitz, and the other safety is on the right hash. What does that mean? That clearly means that Pickens is one-on-one versus a backup. And he's going to win the route. In my opinion, what we're doing, which is a mistake in my opinion, is we not honestly treating Pickens as another number one. That's the mistake that I honestly feel like I'm seeing, is that if he was really treated like a number one, that's an automatic check to him. That's an automatic check right there that's where we going with the football. But that doesn't happen. So he cheats down. Safety's on the right hash. Now, the play was blown up, but Pickens could have been that read right there. And should have been a read. Dak didn't even look his way. And then you go see another zone beater by Pickens, which is just showing he know how to read the defense. He sit down in the hole, makes a good catch in cover two, soft cover two. Good job. But this is another missed opportunity right here. And to me, this is where the Dallas Cowboys, hopefully they not getting caught up in the who has the biggest contract. Because when it's in the red zone, and to me, this is an opportunity for you to go at your bigger target, your bigger guy, the guy who's also drawing more flags. Now, it worked for us this time because CeeDee drew the flag. But in my opinion, when it's in the red zone, the opportunity is Pickens, even over CeeDee Lamb. And that's not saying CeeDee Lamb is not a dog. Don't get me wrong. But you want to use physics. The guy that's bigger, taller, bigger catch rate is. You want to do that. That's just what you want to do. And he's isolated on the backup. And so let's just think about it. Josephs was putting Surtain on him, which is showing a lot of respect for him, and he did it consistently. He assigned him to Pickens. But the Cowboys is saying, when we see a backup, we not gonna show the respect that Van Josephs did. Yeah. So the guy that draws more flags, we not looking his way. And yeah, we not looking his way. This is another missed opportunity in my opinion. Where Pickens won the route, right, versus the backup, and CeeDee lost the route. But this is one of those, you got two good guys. This is where this is a hard decision because both of them versus backups. But Pickens won the route. Yeah, and CeeDee actually lost that up top. And I guess that's going to happen, but Pickens again is doubled. And I left off some plays to where Pickens was having them balls slipping and everything. Made that beautiful catch right there, contested catch. He was hot. He was hot. This is another missed opportunity right here. This is the play that went to CeeDee on the option route where him and Dak was not on the same page. But in my opinion, in the red zone, to me, go at Pickens. Because watch Pickens. He go win. He go win on the out route. Watch. Bop. Got him, coach. And that was out and up. If he would have just ran an out right there, he right there got 2-3 yards of separation. But that ended up being an interception. To me, if you're going to predetermine that in the red zone, you're going to try to feed CeeDee Lamb, I think you're forcing it. And that's to me playing Moneyball, where you feeding the guy that got paid. Pickens won and another missed opportunity. So, and this is clearly again one-on-one because the safety's in the middle. Everybody's pressed up, so that's clearly man coverage. And he wins the route. Because Pickens was pretty much winning all day. And so, and I'm just showing again where when Surtain was on the field, he went for Pickens. So, if you was one of those people like me that was watching the game and said, I think this is a game, man, that where actually instead of CeeDee having more targets, I think Pickens should get more targets. You not crazy. I wasn't crazy when I said it. This is not putting Pickens against CeeDee Lamb, because guess what? Everybody need competition. And I guarantee you this, the pressure of the ball going to Pickens would even make CeeDee Lamb better because he is a competitor. I guarantee he won't have more drops. I guarantee it. He'll never have another game like he had game one. And I don't think he will, period, because he's a worker. He's a grinder. He is the guy. He earned his contract. I think he is probably one of the best, if not the best, receiver in the league. But at the same time, there are sometimes naturally situations that fit a guy with a bigger catch radius. And the Dallas Cowboys are going to have to win these next games on offense. So we got to be greedy, man. We got to be greedy on our deals. We got to be greedy of being super competitive in terms of feeding the people. It makes sense. And yes, Van Joseph put more respect on Pickens than he did CeeDee Lamb. And the film said it. So now let me listen closely to Brian Schottenheimer.
John, can you just explain on the first time you guys get down there, you got it, I think it was 2nd and 3 or whatever, and Pickens is singled up, and it wasn't Patrick Surtain on him. Why did I just throw it up to George Pickens?
Yeah.
He said Patrick Surtain wasn't on him. Why not just throw it up? Great question by John Machota. Great question. Which he talking about what I'm talking about. Going to the guy that bigger catch rate is. It's not offending CeeDee Lamb to ask that question. It's physics, y'all. And if you're trying to win a game, you should go at the people that fit the situation. Let me listen to this answer.
I don't remember this specific play. Did he throw it to CeeDee? Is it the one he threw to CeeDee? Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a good. There's progressions. It's...
Should it be? Should it be progressions? And the film didn't say progressions. The film said that they went at CeeDee and they forced it in the red zone. It worked for us because he drew a flag. But going forward, is that smart?
It sounds easy and simple, and I understand that.
Yeah, because it's not hard.
But it was a certain route combination. Now that I remember the play, there was a route combination that he thought was a better look on the front side, and I'm never going to doubt Dak on that. I mean, he's going to make those decisions.
But what did the film say? Who did the film say was actually getting doubled?
When you're blessed to have two guys like that, it's easy to second guess and say, well, throw it to the GP. Well, so what are we going to do, take CeeDee out of the offense now?
And he didn't say that. He didn't say nothing about taking CeeDee out of the offense. He asked a common sense question, and be honest, that sounded defensive.
Oh, you see this guy? See this guy? Number one bullshit guy. He do the wee woo.
That's a good question by John Machota. He didn't say nothing about taking him out. He was like, in that particular situation, 2nd and 3 in the red zone, a backup on Pickens, why not just throw it up? Did he say take him out? No.
That's not a good idea either. So, the ball is going to get spread around, and they did a good job. Again, I'm going to keep saying, give them credit. They made the plays they had to make, and we did not, and that's what this league does to you.
Nah, I saw something different. The film said that they actually they showed a lot of respect. And matter of fact, if you go look at the film closely, they stopped doubling CeeDee Pickens, almost like they didn't want to show Dallas that they were showing more respect. Like, if they not going to feed him, if they not going to target him, let's not draw their attention to how we see Pickens. But listen, man, this was a real film session, and I know it's gonna open up some eyes. I know it's gonna cause some debate. That's why I came with the receipts, man. That's what I do, you know. And you can go double check behind me. I have no problem with that, because I obviously super combed through this. You can't say what I said without proof with how Cowboy Nation is. So listen, if you like this type of content, this type of film, this type of thoroughness, reward your boy with a like and subscribe, because I'm gonna continue to tell the truth based on what the evidence tells me. I'm not gonna stop doing that. That has always been my style, and showing you is a benefit, because people go try to take this type of film session and they go try to use it against me. They go try to make me seem like I'm crazy, but nah, I got the receipts for it. And people that's gonna have anything to say about it, I promise you, they not gonna bring no receipts. They go just talk. So hit that like, hit that subscribe, and to the next film session, which is coming today, because I got another one coming up on Blue, and that's gonna be a very dope film session. Y'all take it easy. It's your boy Boss. Show me. I'm out.